Hi, it's Pamela. In this tutorial, we're going to use the annual report template in Doodly.
Hey, and welcome to the official Doodly YouTube channel. If you enjoy our content, please click the like and subscribe button below. Now let's get straight to the video.
With 2023 rapidly winding down, it's time to start thinking about year-end tasks, like annual reports. Whether you're representing a Fortune 500 business, a small nonprofit, or any business in between, Doodly's annual report template can streamline the process of creating an engaging and informative annual report video. First thing you want to do is open Doodly, of course, and if you're already in it, go to My Videos so that you get to this main dashboard here. We're going to click on Templates. Now, Doodly comes with a bunch of built-in free templates that you can use. I'm going to go ahead and search for an annual report right here, and here it is. I'm going to give it a name, click Create. Now this brings in a complete video that is your template that you're going to use. It has everything you need. It's got some sample scenes. It even has a soundtrack with some music, and it also includes a script that you can use. So let's take a look at that. If you click on a scene and then choose Scene Settings, right here in the subtitle section is your script. And it says, what year, because we don't know what year it is, and then blah, 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 blah. Okay, so you're just going to go through and edit this. You're going to customize it with your particulars. You notice that the subtitle is turned on. So what does that mean? Close this real quick. If we preview the video, your subtitles come on, your script is right here. This may or may not be what you want. If you do not want to do a voiceover, but you want to take advantage of the script, then leave the subtitles on and edit it as you see fit, okay? If you want to not have the subtitles turned on, but you do want to do a voiceover, I recommend leaving them on temporarily while you do the voiceover, because that'll be a little cheat sheet so that you can just read it as you go. And then when you're ready to publish the video, turn them all off down here in video settings, and right here you would just turn them off. This would turn them all off, okay? I'm not going to do that yet because I'm going to use them as a cheat sheet. I recommend that you go ahead and look through all the scenes so that you can see what type of information you're going to need to provide, okay? Write it down. Here's what I have. These are all the scenes. The year's highlights, these are the highlights I'm going to enter. Revenue growth, business improvements, completed projects, targets and actions, and then closing screen. So you want to have a plan for that. Let's get to work, and we're going to go ahead and put our company name, update it. If you'd like to upload your logo, you could certainly do that. Go to Props, go to plus sign, and browse for your files. And I do like this better than the text, so I'm going to go ahead and delete this. And then I'm going to want to place this where it makes sense. And then I'm going to click the little pencil icon. I'm going to turn it to fade. If you wanted, you could tell Doodly how to do the drawing paths for that, but for today I'm just going to do fade, save and return. And I'm going to make it a very fast fade, half a second. I'm fine with all this graphics as is. Let's see what the subtitles are saying here. So let's go ahead and clean these up. So apply. Now we jump to a close-up, and let's see what the script is saying here. Okay, so I'm just going to go through and update my script. Let's go to our next scene. And before I go through and do all the accomplishments, I'm just going to worry about the script. Okay, so ignore that for now, and I'm just going to keep doing the script. Okay, here I am going to need to refer to my list because we're going to actually talk about each accomplishment. Okay, and then there's a note here. You may need to adjust the delay timing of each bullet point to match your text. The current delay has been set to 4 seconds each. So you see this delay is here, right here, 4 seconds. So just note that, okay? I'm going to delete that. And then I'm going to add my accomplishments. So I'm going to go back over here and go to my accomplishments. I'm just going to copy and paste them. while I am here, and because I have these already copied to my clipboard, I am going to go ahead and do these real quick. I'm not going to worry too much about the layout at this point because I'll come back to that. I'm just taking advantage of having them on my clipboard. Again, I'm coming back to this. Let's move on to this one and going to scene settings. Our team was able to grow revenue 25%. I'll come back to that. Okay, on this particular scene, we are going to build. We've got 1, 2, 3, okay? So what you can do is start here and then we'll delete these two and build to it, okay? So start on this one. So target and key action, spell out what our target is. Okay, so once we have this final one lined up how we like it, then let's go over here and let's delete these two. We're going to recreate them. So now we're going to take this one and we're going to duplicate it 2 times. That way we have 3 scenes like we did before. But now what we're going to do is we're going to delete these items. Okay, so now we've got this one where it has 2 and then that one has 3. Okay, let's make sure that we don't have a swipe. So go to scene settings and turn your swipe off. Now let's go to the first one. We're going to do the same thing. Turn off that swipe. And now we want to get rid of these 2, okay? Okay, so we have 1, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, okay? Still have a little bit of work here. We want this one to draw on, and we want probably this title to draw on the first time. So let's give that like 3 seconds, 2.5 seconds for that to draw on. And our man should draw on. Now let's do the same thing over here on the second one. This time we want all these other things to be stagnant, so 0 duration for everything except for number 2. And then on this one, everything should be stagnant except for number 3. Okay, so let's see. And that one's fine. So now that that's set up, we can go back into our subtitles and do this. Finally, we will also, and that's a fine one for ending. Okay, I know that was a little tedious, but we have our script already loaded into our video now, to our subtitles. So let's go back to the beginning and we're going to clean up all of our scenes. So this one's fine. This one's fine. Okay, optional header here, and then this is what we were doing. So let's just type that in. Now, if the graphics don't work for you, so for example, I don't think a hammer and wrench work very well for a tech company, you can change them. So go to props, and let's find gears. Let's just say that's what we want. And you can just drag them on top and hit yes, replace, and that'll replace the graphics. So I have this as red, and one thing I like to do is I'll delete all but one character, and then I'll delete that last, and that just preserves the color. Okay, in order to get to these others, I have to move this one out of the way. Not a big deal, you just move it out of the way, okay? And then you'll just move it back. Okay, so now upload square photo representing project. And you'll also notice that this text here is going to be written on for 1 second. So we're going to go ahead and delete this dummy text. This is just instructional. And of course, we don't want our viewers to see our instructions. So those are gone. Now we need to upload our photos. So go to props, blue and white plus sign. Make sure you have square photos because you want them to fit in these frames. They need to be square. And click continue. And then just place them in. I'm just going to add. We're not replacing anything. It's going to be a little too large. That's okay. Just place them in one at a time. Let them be large. And then what we'll do is we'll select them all together, Control or Command Shift, and then you can resize them together. And that looks pretty good. Okay, so we are almost done. If we want to take a look at it before doing a voiceover, we can certainly do that. Remember, the subtitles will be there. And this is the point where you're going to want to start fiddling around with timing. So let's just take a quick look at some of the scenes here. For me, this is taking way too long, so I will fix that, and I don't like the hand erasing. Camera movement might have been nice there. And a lot of that needs to happen a lot faster. Okay, so take a look at how it is, and then you're going to make it your own by fine-tuning it, right? I said this scene 1, took way too long, and I didn't like the erasing. So erasing, go to settings, right here, erase mode, I always turn that off. So 3 seconds to draw on the whiteboard, no. In fact, I think that's already going to be in place. I think I'm going to move that. So we're going to have the floor and wall and the whiteboard already in place. Then we'll put in the title. Honestly, I think our characters can be in place too. And that's fine. Okay, so I've gone through and roughly updated my timings for all of the different scenes, and you'll notice that it's much shorter than it originally was. So I'm going to need to shrink my music down. You just hover your mouse over till you get the little double-sided arrow, and then just shrink it down. And then I do want to add a voiceover, so I'm going to click on the little speaker icon and make sure that this is down low, 17%. I'm going to go a little bit lower than that. I'm going to go 10%. And then I'm going to do a voiceover, and I'm going to show you how to do it. So go down to the plus sign and click it, and you get the little red microphone button. When you're ready to speak, press that button, and then you go, okay? So here I go. And I'm going to use the subtitles as my prompt. Before I do that, I'm going to turn my audio all the way down because I don't want to get an echo. Okay, so I turned that down to 0. Welcome to Acme Tech's annual report. We are a technology company that makes life easier for CEOs and founders. And then I stopped. Timing-wise, it's perfect, so I'm going to go on to my next scene. Okay, I am back. I did my voiceover, as you can see here, and I did it in little segments, one at a time, and adjusted the timing a little bit as needed. The next thing I need to do is turn my audio back on, so I'm going to go to my little speaker and turn that to, I said, about 10%. And then I want to go to settings, down here, the video settings, and I'm going to turn my subtitles off. And that's it. Let's take one quick look and then we'll be done. Welcome to Acme Tech's annual report. We are a technology company that makes life easier for CEOs and founders. Acme Tech Solutions looks forward to the year ahead, but before we can make progress, let's take a look back at the year in review. 2023 was a busy year filled with opportunities. We worked hard to achieve our mission of putting tech into the hands of our customers. Some of our accomplishments included: we achieved a record-breaking 25% revenue growth. We expanded into 3 new international markets. We launched innovative products, resulting in a 30% increase in customer engagement. We received industry recognition with 3 prestigious awards. And we implemented sustainable practices, reducing our carbon footprint by 20%. Together, our team was able to grow revenue 25%. Our market share increased 15%, and employee productivity surged 18%. We made a number of improvements, small and large, across the business, including streamlined internal processes, enhanced customer support with a 24/7 help desk, and implemented cutting-edge cybersecurity measures. As a result, we reduced operational costs by 30%, increased customer satisfaction by 20%, and ensured data integrity and customer trust. We're proud of the many projects that we completed in 2023, particularly these three. Market expansion, where we successfully entered new markets in Europe, Asia, and South America. Product innovation, where we developed and launched a new product line, driving a 35% boost in sales. And our sustainability initiative, where we implemented eco-friendly practices, reducing waste generation by 40%. Looking forward, we'll achieve 30% revenue growth by diversifying our product offerings. We'll conduct market research to identify emerging trends and customer needs. We'll expand the company's global presence by entering the African market. And finally, we'll focus on enhancing employee development programs to foster innovation and talent retention. Thank you for watching, and we look forward to another successful year. And there you have it. That's how you could use Doodly's built-in annual report template to create your own animated annual report video this year. I hope this gives you some ideas. Thank you for watching.